caught up with my friend Peter for lunch the other day. You might know him as Dumba from the forest. We met up at Fika, which is a cafe in Kimihurura, where they do a really nice traditional melange. Everything is wrapped in banana leaves.
So this is unripe bananas, mashed.
Right. It smells gorgeous. Oh, beans?
This is beans mixed with cassava.
Ah.
It's a traditional mixture.
Right.
Yeah. And then this is traditional pumpkin. So this is pumpkin, but traditional strain native to Rwanda. Yeah.
Right.
And then this is pâté jaune. So it's basically yellow, like pâté,
Right.
made of maize meal. Yes, corn. Corn pâté. And these are yams.
Of course.
And then this is
Dodo.
yes, dodo. You just trap it, so nobody ever gets cooked food. So you eat as much as you want. It's up to you. So this is beans, and then this is sombe. So you see those cassavas?
We love isombe.
Too.
Takes forever to boil, but yeah.
And it's hard to make a good one.
Yes, it is.
And then this is peanut sauce with palm oil. So vegan.
Good. And that's the beef, but I don't eat beef, so.
Okay.
But you do.
Now this is beef broth. It's been boiling since I think 9 in the morning.
It costs 12,000 all you can eat, and it's available Monday to Friday. They serve it in little wooden bowls. For dessert, we headed over to my friends Pack and Joy at Ayamaya for tea and flour pastries. They served the tea in little Chinese teapots. Peter went for jasmine, and I had the lapsang souchong.
Look at that.
I know.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
The flowers are delicate pastries stuffed with lotus paste.
My goodness, that looks absolutely lovely. Chani.
I've done a video all about how they make them.
They're truly very, very beautiful. I've just had an AliExpress delivery, and the delivery guy is so funny. He's got so many tiny little parcels, like sellotaped to the bike. Like the box on his bike is full, and then he's like sellotaped all of the other parcels around it. It's incredible the amount of stuff he delivers. But let's have a look at this. So yeah, if you have a top-loading washing machine, you get like a pipe with it, which you attach to the tap, and after a couple of years it just splits and breaks, and it spews water everywhere. So I've just ordered a new one from China. Let's take a look and see if it'll work. Okay, so it looks like it's sort of the same width, maybe a little bit larger, but this is the bit that I'm really hopeful for, is it's got a reinforced bit that goes on the tap. So yeah, it looks about the same width. It feels like cheaper plastic though. That feels slightly more sturdy. So that, oh look, it goes on perfectly, and then it's got this little screw that you tighten, and that keeps it on the tap, which is fantastic, because sometimes if the water pressure suddenly goes up, it can blow the pipe off the tap and water just goes everywhere, because our water pressure here is very inconsistent. So sometimes it's a dribble and sometimes it's a blast. So let's give it a go. I just pop it under here. I went for a slightly longer one than before, because if I ever need to move the washing machine away a little bit, then it can still reach. So this is a 1.5 metre, and I think the other one was 1. So, oh, that looks a bit squished. Yeah, it definitely isn't as good quality plastic, but I guess it doesn't need to be. If it lasts like a year or two, that would be great. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Very happy.
A couple of days later, I called up my friend Desiree and his son to come and help me with a bike thing. I was pretty shocked by the amount of rust under the seat. so he's going to clean it up and repaint it. Desiree's a carpenter and upholsterer, and it's that second skill that I called him up for. We just need to figure out how to get the seats off first.
Hooray! Oh goodness.
I've been wanting to replace the seat covers for ages. They're a bit worn and there's a few holes in them.
Oh my goodness, what a morning. Honestly, I cannot thank Desiree and his son enough. I think I would have really struggled to get everything off myself. And meanwhile, my friend Rudy has given me a tub of something called pink stuff. And apparently it's really, really, really good at getting rid of stubborn soil on sort of all of the nuts and crevices. So today I'm going to wash the bike down and clean under here, which you can't do when the seat's on. So yeah, that's going to be cool. Washed down the bike, so now it's time to give the pink stuff a go. Oh, look at that, it's like a pink paste. Oh my god, it smells like strawberries. I'm not kidding you, it smells like strawberries. Reminds me of that Axion dish paste that I use on my dishes. So he reckons it's really good at getting sort of this ingrained soil off. I probably should read the instructions, shouldn't I? Versatile, specifically formulated, vegetable oil based, cleaner for use inside and outside the home. Oh, it is basically dish paste, so it's kind of like Axion, which would explain why it smells of strawberries. Because I'm not being funny or anything, but I can't see hardline bikers demanding cleaning products that smell of strawberries. Yeah, I assume it's just like Axion. I keep scrubbing, I'll leave it for a bit and wash it off. Yeah, I definitely think it's doing something. Very Axion adjacent, I feel. Yeah, so this is what it reminds me of. This one's called Safisha, but the big brand name is Axion. And it's just dishwasher paste. You just dab your sponge in it, and it's really, really, really good for getting it's really, really good for getting really bad stubborn grime off saucepans. So I think it's kind of the same concept. It looks so weird having the bike cover on but no seat. It looks like the bike deflated. I am loving my new hose. It's 1/2 metre longer, and so it stretches all the way to my water bucket. Before I used to have to stand and hold the pipe to fill up the water bucket, but now I can just plug it in and off it goes, which is cool. It's leaking a little bit, but it does stay on when the water pressure gets high, which is quite important. So yeah, overall I'm very happy. There we go, all of my emergency water buckets refilled, 2 jerry cans and a large tub. Hi guys, so random question for the Brits in the room. M&Ms, right? I totally get the point of peanut M&Ms, which is the peanut wrapped in the chocolate and the crispy coating. Peanuts and chocolate, you cannot go wrong. They are the dream combination. But my question is, what is the difference between plain chocolate M&Ms and Smarties. This is a question for the Brits in the room, because I think Smarties means something different in America. But for the Brits in the room, what is the difference between a chocolate M&M that looks exactly like a Smartie and a Smartie, except that orange Smarties taste of orange, whereas orange M&Ms don't taste of orange? I don't get the point. I'm not saying I don't like them, I like them, but I don't understand why you would have two exact same products under different names. Am I missing something?
My friend Desiree just came back and put the seats on. What do you reckon, eh? Pretty smart. I think I'm the only person in Kigali with an Enfield with red seats on. Last week I caught up with a friend at the Rock in Ribeiro. They've started doing really good sandwiches. I went for the pulled pork and my friend opted for roast beef. The dessert was pretty special. The next day I popped to Delizia after running errands. They do a good chicken wrap and I tried their lemonade. But everyone goes to Delizia for the ice cream. They also do a pretty good toasted sandwich. And you can get the ice cream in a milkshake. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. I ordered a pumpkin and I got one that is about 3 times the length of my hand. It is huge. It's the entire length of my arm. It's massive. Oh my goodness, it's going to feed me for a month. It's actually quite hard to get into something this big. I used a Chinese cleaver to get things started, but to be honest, a really strong serrated knife is probably the best way to go after that. Whew, there we go. Beautiful and orange in the middle. That's going to be great. This is really pretty. Sour City started selling Himalayan pink salt, but it comes in a really crap container and the grinder part keeps falling off. So I haven't used this since I bought it about 8 years ago. But I'm just going to pest and mortar it. And the thing that I like about this container is it's really nice and high, so when you smack something, it doesn't just fall out the top. Look how pretty that is. Very, very fine. So yes, definitely nothing complicated with the pumpkin. I've just given it a little brush with some olive oil and then some salt and pepper. We're going to roast it. This is an extremely simple evening meal. That is roast pumpkin, and this is slightly more than stir-fried cabbage. So it's been melted down with butter and onion and garlic, and then once it's thoroughly cooked, I add a small sort of 1/4 cup of beef bouillon just to finish it up, and it actually tastes incredible. You don't think of cabbage as being particularly tasty, but when it's done that way and like really reduced down, it's honestly really nice. So very, very simple veggie evening meal. Actually, it's not a veggie evening meal because I put beef bouillon in it, but you could use veggie stock instead and it would be just as good. Oh, that was a wonderful plate of garlicky goodness. Yeah, that was good.